Oh, he's the Spice King. Oh, na na na. Spice King, gonna get you right. Spice King, gonna get you right. Whether morning, noon, or night. Whether morning, noon, or night. Oh, Spice King, gonna get you right. Spice King, gonna get you right. Whether morning, noon, or night. Whether morning, noon, or night.
What's happening? My name is Keith Loren, and I'm known all over the world as the Spice King, the spiciest man in the world, the Duke of Delicious, the Kaiser of Coriander man who invented cooking. And I got something super special for you. Are you ready for this? Mamma mia! We're making Italian food today, and I know you like my voice, don't hate. But we're gonna make a Bolognese sauce. Now you may be wondering, Spice King, what makes your Bolognese better? Well, it's not better, it's just different. I'm putting a fusion of Southern cuisine and Italian cuisine. I'm putting Georgia sausages, ham hocks, and neck bones, all kind of good stuff in this pot. You're gonna love it, and it's so good. Are you ready for the recipe? Because I'm ready to eat. This video has been sponsored by Hairline Magic. I know you're looking at my perfect beard, my perfect hairline, and it looks glorious. And your hairline and beard can look glorious as well if you visit hairlinemagic.com. Listen, I don't leave my house without me looking right, and neither should you. Go to hairlinemagic.com. To make this Bolognese sauce, we're gonna saute some ground beef in olive oil, and we're gonna cook it down until it's nice and golden brown and colorful. And to season it, we're gonna add a little bit of the Spice King's grilled steak and burger for a flame broiled hamburger aroma taste. It's gonna be fantastic in this meat sauce. Next, we're gonna add some fresh puree of garlic that I just made in the blender, and then we're gonna add our ground beef to another hot pot just so it can continue rendering. Now in that same pan, we're gonna add some Georgia smoked sausage, or you can use andouille sausage. We're gonna brown it up a little bit and then add it to the pot with our meat. Now we're gonna save these pan drips because we're gonna use them later. But in that same pan that we sauteed the meat, we're gonna add some pepperoni. We're gonna brown it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add it to our pot of the meat. Now, what you wanna do is keep stirring it so that it can continue to render. But in the same pan that we sauteed the meat in, we're gonna add carrots, onions, red bell peppers, celery, green bell peppers, all those aromatics. And then to our meat sauce, we're gonna add 1 can of the San Marzano tomatoes and cook that down and let that continue to cook. Now in our vegetables, we're gonna add some tomato paste, and we're gonna cook it until it's golden brown. Color is flavor. So we're gonna add all of this to our meat sauce. And I like to cook my meat sauce for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, just until it's really, really flavorful. So in the meantime, I want you to add a little bit of white wine. I'm using a nice sweet Zinfandel for balance. And I'm gonna add a splash of water in here and fresh herbs. So we're using basil, parsley, thyme, and rosemary. And we're also gonna add a bay leaf in here just to give it some extra and some aromatics. So we're gonna stir this all together and let it cook down for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it's gonna be super flavorful. Now, once the sauce is nearing its end, I want you to brown some fresh garlic puree in some of the sausage oil that we created earlier. And we're gonna stir it all together. And when you taste it, it's gonna be mind-blowing. You've never had a Bolognese sauce like this. I promise it's delicious. Now, after it cooks down, it's time to re-season. So we're gonna add some Spice King steak and burger, some Spice King all-purpose. We're gonna add some Spice King seasoned sea salt. We're gonna add a pinch of nutmeg, and all of this is just gonna make a wonderful sauce. And of course, a little bit of black pepper and the Spice King chicken bouillon for umami. Now for balance, to bring it all together, we're gonna add a spoonful of sugar and some red chili flakes. Now the sauce is nearing its finale. We're gonna add some heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add a little bit more fresh herbs, and we're gonna remove those old hard stems. And finally, to finish it, we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese and a little bit more heavy whipping cream and parsley. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most epic Bolognese sauce you've ever had. Pepperoni Bolognese, doesn't get any better. Now just wanna boil your pasta in some salted water. I'm using a pappardelle pasta, nice wide noodles, which is gonna absorb that sauce. And to serve it, we're gonna take the pasta out and put it in a saute pan. We're gonna add some whole butter to it, just to season it all up. We're gonna add some fresh parsley and basil. We're gonna stir it all together, and it's gonna coat each and every noodle with some Parmesan cheese on the outside, parsley to garnish, olive oil to drizzle, and it's gonna be epic. You're gonna love it. Sola mia. After this meal, I'm an honorary Italian. I mean, this is so delicious. And if you love Italian food, you love soul food cuisine, listen, this is the perfect fusion. Can't nobody do it like the Spice King. Go on ahead and get yourself some Spice King seasonings. You already know your food is gonna be delicious, and you can go to Walmart, Stop and Shop, Big Y, and Julasco to pick them up.
Spice King, gonna get you right. Spice King, gonna get you right.
You know, after seeing my cooking videos, I know you want to eat with the Spice King. And you can. All you got to do is share this video with 3 of your friends and tag me in it, and I'm going to choose someone to fly them out and bring them to my mansion out here in Miami. And we're going to have a good old time. You ain't never had food like this. The Spice King brand has been seen by millions of viewers all over the world, and especially in the United States. Would you like your products or services distributed to our audience? Send us an email to spicekingpromo@gmail.com for sponsorship opportunities.